What's going on, guys? So been working a lot behind the scenes on my own without the camera being on, and I just been tidying, just like I feel like it's little petty things that I don't need to record, but instead I would just do it and just do like a catch up. Like I'll do it and then just do an overview of what I did and why. I feel like that's a lot better than just me letting the camera roll while I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm doing. So let me go ahead and catch y'all on what I've done since the last video, which was about a week ago. Yeah, it was a week ago. We finally got a belt. I dropped the short. It was a 72-inch belt, 6 rib. It was a little bit challenging getting the belt over this pulley because it is a bigger alternator pulley, but it will work, trust me. It might have a little bit of a fight, but it will work. And it's, you see, it's nice and snug, tight, there's no play. I rewrapped these wires right here for the alternator, and then I actually going through it, realizing that, so wait, pause, rewind. So after I got the belt on, I had to do a test to see if the alternator was charging the battery. Alternator was not charging the battery. Did my regular testing to come and find out that this wire, there was the yellow and white wire, I have it spliced into this new red and black one. It was cut, so there was no power getting to the yellow and white wire. That is what, this is what charges the battery. So that wire was cut. I spliced it, put this wire to the positive post, ran the car, boom, now it works. So all I'm gonna do, because I'm rewrapping, I had to redo this wire to find the problem, so I'm rewrapping it. Ran out of electrical tape, gotta go get it. So I'm gonna rewrap it, and then I'm gonna be putting a ring terminal on the end of this to go onto the accessory post on the starter relay, because I keep looking everywhere. I don't think that the yellow and white wire was running to any type of fuse or fusible link, so we don't got to worry about that. And then with that, obviously, I cleaned up, I rewrapped this, cleaned it up, try to make it at least a little bit more decent, a little bit better. And obviously you can see that we have the turbo blanket on there now. I decided to, at first I wasn't gonna run the turbo blanket because I was like, but I kind of like the way it looks. I do, and it just makes sense. There's just too many wires. There's too many. I got these 2 relays back here. I got the O2 sensor, thing plugging on here, which I gotta get the, I know you guys can't see it, but the O2 sensor harness plug right here. I gotta get it wrapped for this because it is laying on top of the header. So I mean, unless, I wish I was trying to find a way to make it go through the front over here, but it doesn't fit. I've tried, so I'm just gonna have to wrap this part of it with heat proof tape. It just makes sense to get the turbo blanket. I got all these wires, all these relays, there's too many electrical and other things in this general area to have the exhaust housing pretty much naked, and on top of it, I didn't want to heat wrap every single thing because I want to keep a lot of things easily accessible, just in case of unplugging, swapping something out, and moving things. I'm trying to think of down the road situations of, like, that's just my way of thinking right now. I'm trying to do a lot of preventive, if I can make it easier for myself down the road when it comes messing with the car, I will. Decided to do a nice little cheap cleanup on the organization of the wires. Just did one long zip tie and then zip ties in between each wire on both sides. It looks a little bit better. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel about it, but I think it just looks a little bit cleaner for a cheap DIY. Don't gotta spend no money. Then last but not least, I found a silicone hose laying around from an old blow-off valve that I bought years ago from Japan, and I decided to run it to the wastegate. So there you go. I know it's blue. Everything in here is like red, black, silver. That's just temporary. I can easily change it to black. I just wanted to get it on there for now. But yeah, this is where we're at. And I give you a sneak peek of what I'm working on over here. So sneak peek, I took out the radiator because I want to get the electric fans fully set up, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be running a switch panel. I'm not going to be doing any of that like I wanted to. I'm just going to keep it really simple, and I'm going to be running it into a fuse tap. See if it focuses on it. So you find this, you find a fuse in the fuse box. That pretty much gets power when you turn the key on or ignition all the way on. And then I'll put like a 20 amp fuse in here, or you know, whatever fuse it is, you replace it with the correct fuse number in here, and then you splice this into the power into there, and then that's how I'm just gonna run it. These fans they're gonna run constantly all the time. I'm not worried about the fans burning out. You know, that's the job. The fans are the fans actually burn out prematurely when they keep cutting on and off, on and off, on and off. If you let them run constantly, that's what they're made to do. They're made to run for long periods of time. So, and plus I don't plan on driving this car for like what, more than 5 hours. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be, you know, trying to clean it up, make it look real nice. I'll put some clip holders here, clip holders there. Obviously gonna make these all these wires are gonna become one. So obviously red is positive, black is negative. I mean blue is positive, black is negative. So those are all gonna become, you know, black is gonna become one wire, blue is gonna become one wire. I'm waiting on another connector. I'm gonna create like a quick disconnect right here. So this is gonna tie into like that quick disconnect, and then that wire is gonna go down and then hit this in the fuse box under the steering column, because I'm gonna put that the disconnect so that just in case I need to pull the radiator, pull the fans out, whatever, I don't need, you know, I don't have to cut wires or, you know, do anything of that nature. You know, I can make the job, you know, like I said, preventative maintenance down the road. That's pretty much where I'm at with this car, because as I'm slowly, you know, as we're slowly putting the Mustang back together, I want to make sure that if anything happens down the road, it's easy to work on. So it's a little update of where we're at. I'll probably finish up this video with the completion of the electric fan setup, but go ahead and give y'all that. It's crazy, man, the progress we made in 5 to 6 months. Random day, I don't even know what day it is. I'm just like trying to just tap in with y'all, like doing random updates and checkups, because there really isn't, like, I don't know, I'm just handling all like the little petty things to do, I guess, the little tidy ends. So yeah. All right, let me just show you. So I rewrapped the wire tuck. It is actually done up a lot better, I feel like. And everything is like more solid, more secure. Things are like better organized. This I'm gonna need to probably shorten or just zip tie, whatever. Yep, rewrapped the harness for the for the alternator, because it wasn't getting power to charge the battery. So found the wire, fixed the wire, rewrap the wire. These wires I'm gonna probably need to, I think I need to re-zip tie them. So then also let me show you what we got going on over here, because your boy is dealing with some things. First things first, let me just show you that I'm actually starting to clean up all of the old residue, well, not residue, but like the sound deadening material and all that old shit. I'm starting to wire wheel it up the same way I did it over here. you can see, you know, over there it's like messed up. So I'm actually working on trying to get my door locks to work. Yay, I found something else wrong. My doors don't lock and unlock. Well, let me show you. I spliced into one wire. Let me see, I'll show you guys. So got that one wire spliced into each other, and the passenger side, it now unlocks. Then I gotta redo the other one, gotta splice into it, reconnect it pretty much, because I guess my uncle or whoever, him or my dad, they had like the alarm system, and I cut it all out, and so boom. So now I'm working on that. I'll show you when I'm done and make sure it all works properly. Alright, you're gonna, that shit's gonna piss me off. So we fixed it, unlocked, it's unlocked, you see it? Yep, and same thing. So those, I already covered it up, but I had to cut the two wires. It was a pink and green and pink and yellow. I already had cut them off when I yanked out like the rat's nest of wires and the old alarm system and shit. So all I pretty much just had to do was reconnect the pink and green to pink and green and pink and yellow to pink and yellow, and we're good to go. Now that shit works. I don't know why something told me to randomly start checking for all the electricals and stuff to work. You know, like my windows work, like that, like that's good, that works. You know, little things are working. I'm checking as I go. Something told me to just check to see if my damn doors lock and unlock, because I do want to put keyless entry, you know, like the key fob and shit. So I do want to do that down the road. So something told me to check, and I did. But now I gotta get back to finishing up this side so I could call it a day. What's up, guys? So tapping in, this is the wire that I fixed for the alternator so that it can start charging the system now. So all I'm gonna do is my terminal connectors came in, so all I'm gonna do, open this up, splice into it, hook up the terminal connector, hook it onto the positive post right here on the starter relay, and see where we go from there. I mean, we're gonna be done. This is gonna be done for this part. I'm waiting on my clips for the electric fans to come in tomorrow, so I can finish up wiring that up. Alright, as we can see, the battery was charging, getting charged from the alternator as it was jumping up to 14 volts. So we are all good to go. That is now fixed. Shit, it's raining outside, but we're about to finish this thing up today. I'm about to finish wiring this up. Got the two-way plugs that I was talking about off Amazon. So all I'm gonna do is, you know, I think I mentioned it before, but turn these two plugs into one, then create this, and then the rest of it's gonna run inside the car leading into this. So I might just hook up the camera on the tripod and time lapse this so y'all can see what I'm doing. This is all I plan on doing today. Back. So then, just boop. If I need to take the radiator out, bam. Alright, let me give y'all a better view. So as you can see, I decided to run, turn the, the two separate fan wires into one. Put a, I forgot what the middle piece is called. A crimp connector in the middle, and then run that shit, negative to negative, positive to positive into the plug. And the whole reason behind it is that, just in case I need to take out the radiator or do whatever, I'm not running a straight wire down the side, into one of these. So now I'm gonna put this radiator, I'm gonna put everything back in the car. So it's gonna go. Dang, it's raining now. Damn. So it's gonna go back in the car, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, find a route to run the wire down through that main hole right there with the wire harness, and then pick a fuse and plug it in. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the radiator back in the car. The radiator is completely in now, back installed, brackets are on. And I just gave like a rough estimate of how much wire I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need a lot shorter of a negative. If anything, I might run to the negative post on the starter relay just so that I don't need to make another ground somewhere for no reason. Might just utilize that. I wanted to have equal amount of positive and negative wire used on my spool, so I'll just whatever. And hopefully this, you know, you rather have more wire than you need, because I'll just make sure that it's nice and, you know, everything is ran good, tight, tucked perfectly. And then when it comes to here, I'm hoping to have extra wire here, so then I can make sure everything runs and fits perfectly. But now I'm about to go ahead and get working into splicing into the ends, get that going. I'm pretty sure the negative I'm not going to really need to worry about. That's going to pretty much probably be the easiest measurement for me to knock out first. So I'll probably do that first and then work on the positive. Just look at the mess. My god, the extra wire. I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. Got both sides in, positive, negative. I wrapped it up pretty nicely. I think I might add another little sticky tab right here. Maybe I'll show you, like maybe like that. I don't want it drooping. I don't know. I don't like that it's drooping down like that. I think I might want to put that another sticky tab up there. Maybe it fits, maybe it won't, but got it taped up nicely. Zip tied right here, ran up, and I just added the ground to this ground over here on the wall. And now I got the positive wire right here, and we're gonna run that up in there through that hole, and into the car. I already did a test. The fans work, both of them work perfectly fine. They sound dope. I'll put it in the video. I'll show how it sounds when we got everything ran in the car. Alright guys, let me go ahead and show you real quick. Let's go. So, got it all ran and wired. Like I said, the ground is right there. That nice red one is the new power wire for it, being ran to the fuse tap that I will show you. Have the fuse tapped right there. I picked a slot with the 20 amp fuse, and I got two 20s ran on it because I tried to do 120 that's being ran from the actual fuse, and then a 10 behind it, which is supposed to go, I believe, if I was like understanding the YouTube video that I checked out on learning fuse taps, that the front slot is from the car and the back slot is what's going to the accessory, like whatever you're, you know, powering up through the fuse tap. And he said, the person I was watching, if I understood it correctly, which I don't think I did, you're supposed to have whatever ampage you want to power your accessory from the tap is supposed to be half of whatever main fuse you're using. So I picked a 20, put a 10, blew the 10 immediately. So I just ran two 20s. So see what happens with there. It works perfectly. So we have the electric fans fully set up. Put the cable in a way to where, you know, I don't think it's gonna be in the way, but I'll probably have to pull it up more because it's a little too close to the clutch pedal. So I'm probably just gonna pull out the slack. Not gonna lie, I'm almost busting my ass in camera. Pull it out just a little bit more here. I'll definitely pull the slack out right there. All right, so that should be fine. So yeah, now that works. We are good to go, and I think I did better with the clearance over here because I was having an issue popping this cap off to get the coolant in, but I think I did a better job now. did a much better job now. So here we are. She is somewhat looking more full again. Got this daunting task out the way of getting the electric fan set up. Anything electrical has just been daunting when it comes to this car. Started up, working good. So now with that being done, yes, still need that, get that fabbed up. Need to get this blocked off, plugged in, and then now I gotta put more coolant back in the radiator, get this cold side done, and I could try to take it hopefully on its first-ish drive. I had to redo the dipstick, check the oil, think it needs a little bit more oil, definitely gonna need some more gas. But yep, that is done. Electric fans is now fully operational and working. Yes, they're gonna run the whole time, no matter what. It's not gonna kick on for coolant temps, whatever. Yeah, I truly don't care about it running the whole time. It's the job, is what it's meant to do, and it's mainly the reason why I created, you know, the electrical setup the way I did with the plug right here, so that just in case if I gotta take it out and replace the fans or whatever, it's not gonna be that hard to do. It's literally just gonna be a simple swap, you know, 1 2, that's it. But there you guys, little by little, she's getting, now next up is ready for the road test. Pretty much next up, road test.